When is enough enough? Harrison Bader, the newest Yankee to join a laundry list of players already on the IL and will start the season on the IL with a left oblique strain. So a lot of stuff that I'm reading from Yankee fans about this is panic. It's another Yankee, Rodon yesterday, Scott Efros, Lou Trevino, Tommy Kahnle, Frankie Montas, Luis Gil, Nestor Cortez, right? The list goes on. And is it time to panic about this? Is it time to panic about all these injuries starting to pile up? Now, honestly, in my point of view, it's not time to panic yet. Because if you look at the injuries and you look at what the injuries are, they're all short term. Well, they're saying that they're short term. So I'm going based on the information that we all have, right? And it's interesting when you look at some of these guys that are on the IL, they were all acquired via trade last year or signed in free agency to help make this team better. And if you notice, a lot of guys that Cashman trades for end up on the IL, and they don't even serve the purpose that they were brought in for. Benintendi last year is another example of that. When you look at this IL right now that has mostly pitching on it, Rodon, Efros, Trevino, Kahnle, Montas, all pitching. Cortez, Gil, pitching. So we got one position player here. Yeah, you got Ben Rortvedt, but does he really even friggin' exist at this point? Austin Wells is also on the IL with broken ribs. So you kind of have this laundry list of pitching and one major position player. But the problem is that these guys were impact guys that were thinking that they would be impactful on the major league roster. Now, again, look at the timetable that they're giving these guys. Okay, Efros is not going to wear a uniform until next year. He's starting his throwing program soon. Maybe very, very minimal chance you see him at the end of the year, if that. Tommy Kahnle is right bicep tendonitis. He's going to come back in April. So he's not going to miss a ton of time. Rodon, not going to miss a ton of time. He's going to throw in 7 to 10 days. But, the question with Rodon is what caused the forearm injury? Did they dig deep enough to find the cause, and do they think rest is enough? So we have to see how he responds. But as of right now, he's going to miss a start or two, which is not terrible, okay? It's not the end of the friggin' world. These pitchers get hurt. It happens. You had to expect that Rodon was going to spend some time on the IL at some point in this season. Okay? Now, Frankie Montas, right shoulder inflammation. According to reports, he's going to start throwing in May. So you might see him. He expects to pitch in the major league. So, if you get a healthy Montas at the end of the season in August to make some starts, you're in a good spot there. Trevino, right elbow ligament sprain. He's out till May. Okay? So you also got to remember, they're saying these April, May, but that's when they're supposed to come back. Remember that. They have to rehab back. So that means they're going to start ramping up sooner rather than later. So, yes, it's all doom and gloom. Yes, it's hard to see that guys that were supposed to be helping this team get over the hump start the year on the IL. Okay? Especially now Bader. Bader's injury completely changes the complexion of the outfield and how the outfield is going to look. Right? So, these are questions that we need to answer. Does Judge play center now? Does Dominguez make the team out of camp? Does Ortega make the team? Does Calhoun make the team? Does Florial make the team? Do you shift Hicks to center? So, yes, it's frustrating because for the last 5 years, it's been nothing but injuries. Nothing but injuries. Ever since Boone took over, it's been nothing but injuries. I don't know if it's the medical staff that they're bringing in. I don't know if these guys aren't working out properly. I don't know. Nobody knows. But injuries are a part of sports, so we have to be cognizant of that, right? We can't have the woe's me. We are always hurt. We would be better if we weren't hurt. Every team deals with injuries. We can't use that argument. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't work. So let's look at solutions, right? Does Dominguez make the team out of camp? I think this is the perfect scenario to bring him up and have him start. Give him that 6-week trial while Bader's recovering. And if it doesn't work out, he has options. Option him back to AAA. If it works out, DFA Hicks, and everybody gets rid of Hicks, everybody's happy. So I don't see an issue with that at all. Rodon's injury, again, ends the battle for the fifth spot in the rotation. Herman and Schmidt are going to make the team out of camp, and they're both going to make starts. Maybe in David Garcia as well. In the bullpen, these younger guys like Whitesert and maybe some of the other top prospects that would start the year in AAA will jump on the trolley from Scranton and do the shuttle bus back and forth to start the season. Okay, so it's not all doom and gloom. And let me ask you this question: would you rather deal with this now in April and in March, or would you rather deal with it in September and October when you're making a push for the pennant? Because injuries are going to happen. So I prefer to deal with them now. The team is going to look the same, kind of the same going into opening day like it did last year. But you got to remember, there will be somebody playing short other than IKF. I mean, it's a potential Rookie of the Year candidate. So, there's positivity right there. So, it's not, you can't, focus all on the negative here. There is some positive, and this opens up the door for the younger kids. So that's all I got for you guys today. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Make sure to like and subscribe and help the channel out, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.